Kia ora everyone, Donna Louise here, and thank you so much for popping by. Can you tell by what's on my table what this video is going to be about? We have another artist interview, and this was Allison's idea. She asked me to reach out to Dean McAdam. She has quite the collection of Dean McAdam jigsaw puzzles, and I absolutely love their illustrations. So much fun. So I messaged, I'm like, "Hi Dean, my name's Donna Louise, la 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 la. I do jigsaw puzzles on YouTube, and I would love to send you some questions, and I'll feature your puzzles, and would you answer the questions? That would be great." And then you never know, like if they're like too busy, but honestly, every artist I've reached out to has been amazing. And Dean was like, "Sure, what do you need?" So in this video, during the time lapses, I'll read to you the answers to the questions I had sent Dean, and he also sent me extra photos and information. It was just so much fun. I love doing these artist interviews. Dean kind of has two main series of illustrations in jigsaw puzzles. The first, classic tales, based on classic fairy tales. This one here, which is one of the time lapses you'll be watching, is called Lions, Tigers, and Bears, oh my, based on the Wizard of Oz. There's also, for example, based on the Three Little Pigs. This one's called Look Out Little Pigs. That's just so cute. There's also Hansel and Gretel Beware, Goldilocks Gets Caught, Most Everyone is Mad, that's based on Alice in Wonderland, and Come In Red Riding Hood. And I think we now have the whole set of all 6 of them. The other series he has is called Nice Jobs, and this one's called The Dog Walker. Absolutely loved it, but I need your help. I tried to get my hands on his latest jigsaw puzzle called The Cat Groomer. It was sold out everywhere. And I really want to get it for Allison as a Christmas present. Don't worry, she usually doesn't watch my videos, so she won't know. But if there's anywhere in Australia or New Zealand, because now it's getting kind of late, we're getting to the end of November. If anybody finds it anywhere in Australia or New Zealand, please let me know. I would love to get his latest jigsaw puzzle called The Cat Groomer. It's just so cute. And I love a busy illustration, so this is like a busier one. But his other ones also are like the classic tales, busy, but not as busy. So I feel there's something that, if you enjoy colorful illustrations, you'll enjoy something of his because, well, they're just so fun and they make me smile. He does have some other jigsaw puzzles not related to the Classic Tales series or the Nice Job series. For example, right here we have the Busy Birdies. So much fun, so cute. And I believe there's another one, Trick or Treat, which is Halloween themed. But leave a comment below and please let me know what artists you would like to have me feature on the channel. I've done Chris Bigelow already in a video. And then when I did the Amy Stewart like 1,000 versus 4,000 piece, she reached out to me and answered some of the questions I was just kind of posing in those videos. And that was so lovely of her. So yeah, let me know in the comments below which artists you would like to see me feature next. I already have a few more lined up artists to do interviews with. One is Rose Khan. That'll be coming in December, late December or early January. But one of my next videos will be talking to Tanya, in-house Peace Relax illustrator that took my vision and turned it into a jigsaw puzzle. I have to thank you all so much. I've received so many messages this past week of people who've bought the puzzle, already assembled the puzzle, sending me photos of the puzzle. Thank you so much for your support. It means so, so much to me. It truly does. And Tanya, I can't wait to share her answers to the questions with you all. So my next video, I'll finally be assembling my own jigsaw puzzle, and I'll share with you Tanya's thoughts on being an illustrator and working with me. The discount code is valid until December 15th, and we will expand regions in early 2026 to like Europe and Oceania. And I know we sold out on Amazon Canada. Thank you so much, everyone. But more stock is coming, and it should arrive in time so that you can apply the discount code. I thought, oh, if we sell 10 copies, I'll be excited. But thank you. You have all gone above and beyond, and I so really appreciate the support. And thank you so much to Peace Relax for being our channel sponsor this year, collaborating with me, believing in me. And it's all because of you watching. They see value in sponsoring me, and that means so much. So thank you so much. I can't wait to finally assemble my jigsaw puzzle and share with you Tanya's answers to all my questions. For now, let's get back to Dean McAdam. So I'm going to show you 2 time lapses. One is a bit more chaotic than the other. So basically, Allison came over and we were doing a speed puzzling competition, but we had some time beforehand. So we assembled together the dog walker. And it was a bit chaotic because we used my puzzle board, my All for Jig puzzle board, and we wanted to keep all the pieces on the board so then we could move the board and use the table to do our speed run. And it was really kind of chaotic. It was fun though, it was fun. But it's a bit of a wonky angle, the light isn't as good, so apologies for that.'s it's more, the discussion with Dean McAdam than the time lapse itself. And then on my own, I assembled the lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. And this is a full, proper top-down view. But I hope you enjoy these time lapses. Have a think about which artist you would like to have me feature on the channel, and we'll come back afterwards and have a quick chat. I'll be reading Dean's answers as if he's speaking, so it'll be in the first person. Hi, I'm Dean McAdam, an illustrator based in Southern California. I was born in Latvia, moved to Canada when I was 6, and eventually settled in the United States in 1990, with a short 3-year detour in Sweden somewhere in the mix. I've been a working artist for about 40 years now. It still feels odd saying that number out loud, but it's been a great ride. A mix of commercial work, editorial illustration, children's art, and most recently, jigsaw puzzles. I've been drawing for as long as I can remember. My mom says I started around 5, which sounds about right. I was happiest when I was drawing. I could sit for hours completely absorbed in it, and I've never really stopped. These days my work is all digital, but the process still begins the same way. A rough pencil sketch, I scan it into the computer and build on top of it using Photoshop and a Wacom tablet and pen, W-A-C-O-M. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Wacom. The tools have changed, but the act of drawing hasn't. It's still about creating something from a blank page, only now there's an undo button, which is hard to beat. Did you study art at school, college, university? I did. I studied advertising design at the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale on a full scholarship. It was a good start. A lot of focus on design principles, color theory, and how to communicate an idea quickly. While my degree was technically in advertising, I gravitated towards illustration almost immediately after graduating. The storytelling side of it always pulled me in more than the advertising side. Have you always worked as an illustrator? Have you had other professions which are not related to the arts? Pretty much, yes. The only job I ever had outside of art was delivering newspapers at 13, which, oddly enough, ended up leading me back into art. The newspaper I delivered for ran a small feature on my drawings, which turned into a short comic strip gig. Around that same time, one of my delivery customers introduced me to someone starting a local ad agency, and that became my first real freelance work. So by the time I was in high school, I was already drawing for print ads. Looking back, I guess I skipped the odd jobs phase most people go through. Do you also create art with traditional mediums like colored pencils, paint, chalk, or do you mainly create digital art? Do you have a preference? I'm fully digital now, and I have been since around 1998, when the technology finally made it practical. Before that, I used colored pencils and airbrush, which meant a lot of time masking, cutting, and wearing respirators to deal with paint fumes. I've got a few scars from those X-Acto blades to prove it. Digital changed everything. It allowed me to make corrections instantly, experiment freely, and deliver work faster without the logistics of photographing or shipping art. There's still plenty of craft involved. The fundamentals don't change, but it's a much cleaner, more flexible, intuitive process. Do you approach a piece differently, knowing that it will be turned into a jigsaw puzzle? What are things you consider? Is it more easy or difficult than designing for other products? Absolutely. The biggest difference is ownership. Client work is about interpreting someone else's vision, but puzzle art is entirely mine. Puzzles are complex. They often take several months to complete. There's the initial idea, sketching out the story, planning the layout, the color palette, the characters, and making sure there's rhythm and energy across the whole scene. I also think about the puzzler's experience, how the colors and shapes break apart, where to put visual clusters that make solving satisfying, and how to hide a few surprises along the way. It's demanding, but that's what makes it enjoyable. When everything comes together, it's like watching the image come alive piece by piece. Besides jigsaw puzzles, where else has your work appeared? I've been illustrating professionally for decades, long before I entered the puzzle world. My work has appeared in advertising campaigns, magazines, and storyboards for TV commercials. I've done caricatures, children's book art, toy packaging, and educational illustrations for textbooks and games. A lot of my earlier work was geared towards kids, bright, character-driven, and full of humor, which in hindsight was a perfect foundation for puzzles. Are there products you enjoy designing for more than others? I've been lucky to spend much of my career creating art for children, and that's still where I feel most at home. I like being playful with my ideas, adding a bit of mischief or something unexpected. What's funny is that puzzles for adults have let me keep that same sense of humor. They might be more detailed, but they appeal to the same instinct. People like to smile when they discover something clever or offbeat. So whether it's a kids' magazine illustration or a 1,000-piece puzzle, that same light-hearted energy runs through it. How would you describe your overall style? Do you have favorite themes or things that you enjoy illustrating most? I describe my style as colorful, character-driven, and a little quirky. I like to build worlds that feel fun and alive, full of personality and small interactions. My Classic Tales series was my introduction to the puzzle world. Pieces inspired by well-known stories like Alice in Wonderland or Hansel and Gretel, but reimagined with my humor and visual twists. More recently, I've been working on Fun Jobs series. Poop, it's called Fun Jobs, not Nice Jobs. Oops, my bad. Scenes like the dog walker or the cat groomer. Everyday jobs turned into chaotic, funny little universes. What I enjoy most is that each puzzle is its own self-contained world. It lets me explore different themes without losing that thread of humor and imagination that ties everything together. Do you have hobbies that are non-art related? Not many, honestly. Illustration takes up both sides of my brain, the professional and the personal. I enjoy what I do enough that it doubles as both work and hobby. I do go to the gym regularly. It's a good reset and probably where I do some of my best problem solving. When I'm working through composition or color choices, I'll often sort them out mentally while I'm lifting weights or doing cardio. It's productive thinking time disguised as exercise. Do you typically work on more than one project at a time or just one? I usually have several projects running at once. Puzzles are long-term. They can take months. So I fill the gaps with shorter magazine assignments or other creative work. Those quicker jobs help keep things moving and offer a change of pace. Jumping between projects can actually be a good thing. It keeps the creative gears from getting stuck. Do you assemble your own jigsaw puzzles? I have, but I'm admittedly slow at it. After spending months illustrating one, I'm ready to move on to the next rather than build it again. That said, I love watching other people put them together. Seeing a time lapse of someone building one of my puzzles is fascinating, like watching it come alive all over again. And is there anything else you wish to share? Just that I feel fortunate to do what I do. Illustration has allowed me to keep that sense of curiosity from childhood, to keep inventing, exploring, and finding humor in the details. Whether it's puzzles or any other type of illustration, it's all about connection, creating something that someone else enjoys spending time with. I came up with 2 ideas for nice jobs that perhaps Dean could feature in a jigsaw puzzle. I don't know if they'll work well as illustrations. This is just me and my monkey thoughts, as you know. One would be a car wash. Like, imagine a car going through the spinny things, but also people like hand washing cars. I just envisioned bubbles everywhere, and I thought it would be kind of fun. The other one, because he has animals like the dog walker and the cat groomer, I thought animal related, well, an animal sanctuary keeper. I thought that would be so much fun. Imagine a monkey and a donkey who are friends, and perhaps the donkey is taking the monkey for a ride. Oh, just trotting around. I think that would be adorable, but that's just me. Leave your comments below and let me know if you have any nice job suggestions that you would like to see Dean turn into an illustration. Also, don't forget to comment if you have any artists you would like to see me feature on the channel. There'll be Tanya next, in-house Peace Relax illustrator, and then Rose Khan later December or early January. But do leave your comments below. I appreciate so much Dean for answering all my questions and wanting to be featured in a video. I absolutely love his illustrations. I love doing his jigsaw puzzles. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all being here. You're the ones that make this all worth it. Just everything this past week has been amazing. I was so nervous about my first collaboration puzzle release, but it's going so well. So thank you so, so much. And until next time, ciao.